Hey, good morning. How are we doing, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. And today is, Mindset Explosion, episode number 23, season 3. And today I'm talking about what triggers your negative emotions and some tips on what we can do for it. So we got watching. Is that Amanda? Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Good to have you back on my live. All right. So look, yesterday, basically, I'll share how I was feeling a bit echoey in here, isn't it? I should have used my microphone, never mind. So yesterday, I don't know what it was. I kind of know what it was. So my emotions, it was just like on a bit of a down. I wasn't feeling, particularly great. I wasn't like feeling, ultra depressed or anything like I've felt in the past. And I'm not after any sympathy, by the way. I'm just sharing a story. So I was just quite a quiet day, really. It took me like a while to kind of want to do stuff and things like that. And I just felt that emotion building up. Now, I'm much more aware when this is happening for me now because of having gone through this in the past and then not really being able to control it and let it, pull me down more. So I have to understand, and hopefully you get some tips from this, that some things can just trigger us off. Okay, it could be anything. It depends what the situation may be. If you're going through some grief or, there's certain things that are going to trigger you off there. If it was a relationship breakup, there's something that's going to trigger you there. Or if you've had a trauma, which I know in case there's a lot of people that watch here, there's certain things that are just going to trigger you. Now, there's a couple of ways to deal with that. First of all, I was reminded yesterday in something that you do have a choice, okay? Now, did I want to feel that way? No, I really did not want to feel like that. I didn't want to stay there. But sometimes we can kind of, when you don't want to do anything, we're kind of making the decision to stay there a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense. So it takes, and it can take that little nudge. You just need that nudge to pull yourself back out of it somehow. So the first thing, again, is like, be aware of what's happening, what's triggered that off. That could be you're just tired, you just overexerted yourself, and you just had a busy day. I was doing a course for about 3 days, so like 2 hours a day, but I get quite excited by it. The Saturday evening I had a couple of drinks, so there could have been other factors that are just pushing some chemicals out of balance and things like that. Might just be the alignment of the planets, the moon, whatever. There's going to be all different things, just wherever you are at the moment or that stage. And of course, at the moment, there's so much emotions going on around us, and there's a lot of negativity in the news. So we're absorbing that, whether we like it or not. We're absorbing that in. Even if you don't watch the news, you're probably going to hear about it. You're going to see something on social media. So all these things can have a bit of an impact. So it's understanding what triggers you off. Now, in some cases, you can try and, right, let's take these triggers away. If this thing keeps triggering me off all the time, you can remove it, and that's going to help that journey. But also, I do feel that you should try and understand the reason why that is happening as well. So if it's something that's triggering off like a negative emotion, otherwise it's just going to, stay there. So we do have to deal with our demons and, any baggage past, whatever, deal with those things. Otherwise they just stay with you, and they stay with you, and they go on to other people, and it just carries on like that. Do you remember the movie Dragon? It's like the Bruce Lee story, and in there he's like fighting, it's like this demon samurai warrior, from going off my memory, where it was passed on for his dad. So like, I just feel that sometimes we can pass those things on, but what I mean is we take them with us wherever we're going, unless we deal with that situation. But it does take time. But the point is, I think we do have a choice. We got 3 choices. So yesterday I could have just thought, I'm just going to squalor and I'm going to make this feel worse, and I just stay here, won't do anything. Or I can just take my time and just not worry about it, not feel guilty about being quiet or not talking to anyone, I think my dad called, sorry Dad, I was probably a bit quiet, but I'm not going to feel bad about that. You don't have to talk to anyone. You don't have to go out if you don't want to. You've got that choice. I could have just leapt up in a big burst of energy, and sometimes that works for me. But I'm aware that when I can burn myself out with things, if that makes sense. So you've got to be fully aware of what you are, but you don't have to be pushed into doing anything. And it's okay to have those bad days. But what I aim to do now is that I don't want that to follow over into another day and make it become a bad week. Some people don't have that luxury, of course, and it is a luxury of being able to it's a luxury I've controlled and manipulated for myself and reprogrammed myself to think, you know what, I'm not letting that happen again today. So I pick my energies back up, and then we're all good again. So I hope that's helped. You know, obviously, whatever triggers you is what triggers you. But as long as, like, try and be understanding of it. And if you're not sure, it's okay. What you could do is get a diary and think, right, well, why was I down today? Or keeping a general diary anyway. What was it that did that? And just be honest with yourself about it. And then just maybe, I don't know, just sometimes it is a little bit about, I just got to move. So if, you know, I just walked down to the shops yesterday, and just something as simple as that. I don't have to like commit myself to a, you know, a long run or bike ride or long walk or doing something. I just committed myself. I go down to the shop, I get a few things, and that little bit of movement that generally, you know, it lifts something up. So it's not like I have to stay here. So even coming up 1% of something is better than 100% of nothing, if that makes sense. So listen, I hope that's helped. And but again, at the moment, there's a lot of negativity. So there's a lot around us at the moment. So if you're feeling a bit, something's triggered it off, try and understand it. Remember, you do have a choice, okay? No matter what's going on in the universe, you've still got that choice that you can make to say, okay, well, I don't need to feel this way fully. I can still do something. I can, you know, I can, and it's whatever works for you. Sometimes for me, I just like to remain nice and quiet, not have a, I don't feel like I got to talk to anyone. And then, you know, there might be a few select people I call my mum. So does that make sense? So it's like, it's finding that and just finding, you know, I'll just do this. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm really not going to feel bad about feeling like this. Hey, Amanda, no, my pleasure, because I understand to a degree, obviously, with your situation. But in the past, you know, I live by myself, but where I've been around others, sometimes I could feel bad, and I just wanted to flip and go to sleep. I just wanted to be quiet, and then people would have a problem with that. But the problem wasn't them; it was for me allowing myself to feel crappy about them having a problem with it. Of course, a little bit them. I can't take all the blame, right? But don't worry about it. Just take your time, and time heals all wounds, of course. Time heals everything. So tomorrow you will feel better, even if you don't understand what's going on. But we don't stay in the past, deal with that stuff. Because when we stay in the past, as I said at the beginning of the video, you take that with you. So today is a new day, all right? And if you have one of them days today, tomorrow's a new day, okay? So just take your time. Or if the burst of energy works for you, the burst of energy works for you. Sometimes some people just, you know what, I just want to feel miserable today. Some people maybe want that, and that's okay as well, because tomorrow is going to be a brand new day and you can make that choice all over again. I wouldn't recommend it, but we're all different, and there's no right or wrong way out as long as you can keep moving forward. And remember, everything is like this curve. And I say most at the moment, we can be a bit like this. The good thing is, let's say with this lockdown as an example, we're starting to come out of it now, but there's going to be times when we may dip down a bit, which is probably you know, then again, there's just so much going on around us at the moment. So be aware of what triggers you, okay? Understand why. If you can deal with it, okay? As in, you know, work through that problem. Understand it takes time. You're going to step back a bit sometimes, but don't worry, you can move forward. And you'll find the step backs, they happen a lot less often. But you are always moving forward. And that's it. Tomorrow is a brand new day, and we always have a choice. Always have a choice, okay? And doing nothing is a choice in itself, whether we like it or not, but we have a choice. All right, guys, I am getting interviewed later on, okay, by Paul Holmes, so try and catch him, all right? And he's going to be asking me all sorts of questions, I don't know, but if you've got anything you want to ask, then fire him over, and I'll catch you then. Otherwise, one last thing. I'm just going to try and sort out like a proper time for this, for my mindset explosions. So I was thinking like a Sunday evening. I think that'd be quite good. I used to do it on a Monday. I used to do a Monday at a regular time. So I'm going to try and sort out a regular time slot for you guys. All right. Peace, love, and good health. Bye-bye.